Millions of years ago, amphibians were the first vertebrates to venture out of the seas. But these slimy, cold-blooded creatures still depend on a watery home. Today, more than 3,000 species of frogs and toads inhabit every continent on Earth, except Antarctica. They evolved to live in a wide range of climates. The North American wood frog can survive in the Arctic, using glucose in its blood for antifreeze. This desert-dwelling toad survives for years without rain by storing water and burrowing into the ground. Toads and frogs look very similar, but there are some differences. Chris Wickenden at the London Zoo explains.
Frogs and toads have a number of differences in behaviour and in the areas and environments in which they live. Frogs tend to be found in more moist, damp areas, living in the leaf litter of rainforests. Toads will live in slightly drier areas. There are other differences. Movement. Toads tend to run rather than jump, and the frogs will jump rather than run.
Launched by deceptively powerful and long legs, frogs are amazing jumpers. They can leap up to 20 times their body length. But they didn't always have legs. Both frogs and toads begin life in the water as fish-like tadpoles that hatch with gills and a tail. These little eating machines devour algae and small plants. A tadpole needs all the food it can get to sprout legs, grow lungs, and eventually lose its tail. Frogs must keep their skin moist, which is one reason they stick close to the water. Like most amphibians, they breathe with lungs, but they also take in oxygen from water that seeps through their skin. If a frog's skin dries out, it can suffocate. Toads can live farther away from the water because their skin doesn't lose moisture as easily. Scientists study the skin of both frogs and toads because it's loaded with chemicals that could be helpful to people. Chemicals from one type of frog are now used in a powerful painkiller. Many frogs are equipped with poison glands in the skin that they use to discourage predators. The most poisonous wear bright colors and bold patterns that serve as a warning sign. But not all brightly colored frogs are poisonous. Some are just bluffing. Frogs and toads are most often green or brown to blend in with their surroundings, making it tough for predators to find them. These adaptable creatures usually come out at night. And with the help of a flashlight, they're easy to spot. But if you can't see them, just listen. During mating season, they make their presence known with loud calls.